was awkward in the beginning waiting for people to get on. This is actually going to be like a 3-part series. Hey, Pam. Let's see. It's the emoji. You can't really, I don't think you can like wave back. But it's like the emoji thing. What's up, Jazz? Yeah, like what Jazz doing? How you doing, Tyrone? So I'm actually extremely nervous about this one because usually I'm not nervous when I go live. Like I'm just talking or doing whatever God tells me to do. But it's different when, and it's easier to wait until after God provides and move and then tell everybody the huge testimony. It's a lot harder to do it before he's done it yet, because you're literally stepping out on faith, telling people what he's going to do when he hasn't done anything yet, which goes to the whole crazy faith that a lot of people have been watching since he Pastor Todd posted a sermon last week and everything. So the last time I felt this nervous, and I mean like stomach hurting, like I felt nauseous earlier, like that's how much nervousness I was feeling and everything. Last time was like back in college when I used to speak at our Bible study. Like every time I'm about to speak, that's when I'll get nervous, stomach hurting all of a sudden, itchy, all these different things. And usually, like I said, when I go live, I don't get like that. So I knew like, okay, I must really have to do this if this is all coming to me again. But I would say in maybe March or February, one of those 2 times, I had to start watching Pastor Todd's from Transformation Church, his series that he started this year, which was release, the year of release, stuff like that. And so when I was watching all of his sermons for that release and everything, like everything he was talking about, everything that he was saying God was going to do, like it was just happening in my life, like just like that and everything. So I was really amazed at how everything was happening. So when he got to the end of his series, he was talking about how they're going to be doing their first huge conference in September. This is the first time where people all over the world could actually come together and just worship and everything for his for what he was doing. And conferences happen all the time. Like there's always something going on, like every week, every month. So it never really paid me any mind when I think about conferences. But for some reason, for this one, when he was mentioning it, I just had this strong pull to go. And I'm just like, man, I don't know why I feel this way, but I have to be there, and I don't know why and everything. So my husband, probably like a few weeks or so later, was saying how he wanted to go on a family trip in this year and everything, and he was like, where do you want to go? We're gonna take one trip. And I was just like, Oklahoma? It was like, what's in Oklahoma? And I was like, well, I've been watching this series, da da da. They're doing this really huge conference, and I really feel like we should go. I was like, I don't know about you, but I know I have to be there, but I don't know why. So he was just like, oh, well, I want to go to the beach, with the family and everything. I don't even want to go to no conference. You can just go next year. And I felt really, really sad and upset about that. But then in my head, I was like, wait, if God is telling me to go to this conference, I'm going to go regardless. So he going to have to show you, what's up. So I'm saying this in my head. So I think like a few hours later, I was like, listen, I know you say you want to go to the beach and everything. I know, you want to do all these different things, but, maybe you should actually watch the series. And if you don't get the same thing that I get, then I'll forget all about it. We can go to the beach, chill. But if you do get it, just admit it so we can start planning to go to this conference. He was like, all right. And then he's like, all right, just send it to me. I'm going to go to sleep. I sent it to him. He went to sleep, and probably an hour or two later, he comes back out, and he was like, his head was kind of down. I was like, what's wrong with you? He was like, you can go. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, God just told me that you're going to be going to the conference. Man, I've never shouted before in my life. But that was the first time. I was just like, oh my goodness, I don't know how to shout, but let me grab this camera on this counter, try to do like a little two-step type of thing. So I was hyped. I was like, yo, I'm going. This is what's up. I'm telling my friends and everything. They're like, yo, if y'all going, we going to go. Like, we're going to make this a whole crew type thing. Like, hype. Like I said, this is in February and March. So each week, I'm typing all of our names into the website to order tickets. I didn't know where this money going to come from, but I was like, all right, Lord, you see my faith moving. I'm putting our information here, and I see the amount, And then I found out like each month their prices kept increasing and everything. So once it hit near the end of April, I was just like, I kind of forgot about it. Now it's May, and I'm just like, am I really still going to go to this conference? Did you even really tell him I was going to go? But then, would you even tell Joe that I will have to go? Like, is this even true and everything? So then I started doubting that maybe I heard wrong, and maybe Joe just heard wrong as well, and that I'm not really going. This now May, then it's now June, then it's now July, and I kind of just forget about it. So I'll say probably about like 2 weeks ago, I was going through my journal, and I write like everything down from whatever I learned, from my quiet time, from whatever happened supernaturally the day beforehand, whatever God's been showing me, prayer requests, everything's like in that journal. So I was just going through, and I saw how I was so hyped about going to the Transformation Conference in September, and how God ended up telling Joe to let me go, and all these different things. And then I was sitting there thinking, he's like, why'd you stop believing? I'm like, cause it's now August. The conference is next month. Tickets keep increasing. Then you gotta get the plane ticket. Then you gotta have some place to stay. Then you gotta get money for food. Just like, this looks literally impossible for me to be able to make it there. Then the other Sunday, Pastor Todd comes out with his Crazy Faith sermon that so many people are like talking about it. If you have not watched it, you really should go watch it. But talk about how like God had told him he was going to get this building back in 2015. Then he kind of forgot about it. Then he was like, Lord, is this even possible? And then he literally just got the keys like a few weeks ago and everything. How, faith is crazy in the beginning, because just like with Noah saying, hey, I'm going to build this big ark. This is going to flood. And everybody just like, you crazy. There's never been a flood beforehand, or Abraham, I'm going to go sacrifice my son because God told me to. Like, that he won't tell you to do that. All these different things, and how we have to put our weight in what we say. We can't have wishful thinking when it comes to faith. Like, I kind of just pray and hope maybe that this will come to pass, or maybe I can just hope this is going to get answered. Like, you got to have your faith with the weight. And in the sermon, he was saying how like there were these two chairs. One looked really, really sturdy, and the other one didn't. And he got this really huge, kind of like a football player guy, to say, which chair do you trust? And because what he saw made sense, he was like, okay, that chair. He was like, okay, cool. What if I tell you that the other chair, even though it looks flimsy, even though it looks like it can't hold nothing, can still hold you? Which one would you do? So to be honest, he was like, I'm going to still choose that chair because of what we see. It makes sense. That illogically, how the chair looked does not like hold a football player. And how, we can say, oh, I believe that I can sit in that chair, but it's not real faith until we actually put our weight on that chair and say, okay, I'm sitting in this chair because I believe that chair is going to hold me and it's matching up to my faith and everything. So, that's what this whole thing is about. Like I said at the beginning, it's easy to tell about the testimony of what God has done after he done did it, but he ain't done nothing yet. This is literally part one to say that, I'm literally putting my weight on this chair, because it's easy to tell your friends that are believers. It's easy to tell your spouse, like, yeah, this is what God's going to be doing, da, da, da. But it's hard to tell people that you don't know. It's hard to tell people on live saying, hey, this is what God's going to do. It's less than a month away. There's no funds, no nothing. I have no idea how I'm going to get there. But surprise, God going to do it. Hey, that's hard. That's why I was getting sick to my stomach, like nervous, itchy, all different things, because I'm literally putting myself out there to the point where the enemy can easily like, you sound crazy, because it's less than a month away. Tickets are increasing. They're telling you tickets are going out. They're selling out like crazy. You still don't got no plane ticket. You still got no place to stay. You just don't have no food to be able to use to go exploring, to buy things, all different things. Like, how is this going to work? And so I was like, you know what, Lord, this is the time where, one, you're showing me where's your faith, and two, you're showing everybody else, like, okay, yes, there are times where God will tell us things, and sometimes he'll wait and not do anything for you at all, because he wants to see, are you still going to believe in what he said? Are you going to start doubting and think, okay, well, maybe he didn't tell me this, or maybe he didn't tell me that, and everything. So, literally, like the other week, I was telling my friend, I was like, God brought this to my memory again. It's time for me to, put my weight, my faith up in it. I'm believing this again. I'm praying on it. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I'm going to start being an expectation. So now I'm checking my emails every day, expecting I don't know what. Maybe they'll say, hey, we got free tickets. You can get one. Like, I have no idea what I'm expecting. I'm just now putting my faith out there. So, all right, God, you did tell me this. Then you tell my husband, hey, let her go. She's going. I'm believing what you said and everything. So, literally, probably that Friday or this past Thursday, my husband comes home. He's like, yeah, here's this for you. And it's this like long, soft looking thing. I'm like, what is this? He was like, oh, it's the pillow used for when you get on the plane and everything. So I know in his mind it was from when I go to Canada in January, but in my mind it was God showing me I'm slowly working on it already. Now you have something for your neck when you fly out in a few weeks and everything. So I'm just like, okay, God, I see this small first step. Okay. Then 2 days later, like in the morning time, I don't know what I was doing. I get on my phone and I see a PayPal notification, and I see somebody had like sent me something. It was like sewn into your trip to Oklahoma, and I'm just like, what? So then I hit them up like, hey, thanks. What? And they were telling me like they just woke up from a nap and how God had told them to sew into my trip. I'm just like, okay, God, you're obviously moving. I don't know how this is going to happen. I don't know how you're going to do this. I don't know anything at all, but you're obviously slowly moving, and I got to continue to trusting and believing no matter what. So this whole video is of me stepping out there saying, hey, I'm going to Oklahoma in a few weeks. I have no way to get there. I have no ticket yet. I have no lodging. I have nothing at all. But God has already told me that he told my husband to let me go. And now I'm slowly seeing the small, teeny, tiny steps that he's making for me to get there. So there will be a part two. Part two will be of me telling you how he provided and how everything worked out. And then part three will be of me telling you about the whole entire conference, how it went, and stuff like that. So definitely be on the lookout, because obviously he wants all of y'all to be on this journey with me as well, because I could be crazy. I know I'm not crazy, but I could be crazy and come out a few days later or a few weeks later be like, yeah, God, yeah, guys, that wasn't God. So, I'm crazy, but it's called crazy faith. So we got to step out there. What's up? We got to step out there. We got to put our weight out there, and, I just, pray that this is really, help you out with your faith. That whatever God has told you, that he said that he wants you to do something, like just do it, even if it looks impossible. Even you're just like, this is crazy, But start walking towards it, being an expectation, and everything. If he says, hey, you're gonna be getting a house soon, but you have no money to get a house, start going through the neighborhoods like, I want my house to look like that, and I would love this house like that. Start putting expectations, saying, Lord, you told me to get in this house. I don't know where, but I'm gonna start driving down to these neighborhoods saying what my house is gonna look like, what I will love, and start believing God what he said. Even though in the physical realm nothing makes sense. Like, it literally makes no sense that it's like, I think now it's like 22, 21 days away, and I literally have nothing, but yet he's telling me I'm going. Physically, I'm just like, this ain't adding up. 0 plus 0 equals 0. Not 0 plus 0 equals a plane ticket and housing and conference ticket and food. Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I'm believing, trusting God. I pray this really does help increase your faith. Like I said, y'all riding for the journey. So there will be a part 2 when he does provide, because he will, and when he makes a way, because he will, and everything, to continue to increase your faith. To help y'all see that, even if he told you something back in January, just because it's now August, might be September, doesn't mean it's not gonna come to pass. We have this whole microwave and mentality. It got to be this time period and that time period, and it got to be this time. If it's not this time, then I don't want to believe it. He's just like, I am the God of time. I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I was there in the beginning. I'm gonna be there at the end. I see this all the way through. So he's just not increasing my faith, but he also wants to increase y'all faith as well. But like I said, there will be part 2, and then there'll be a part 3. I don't know when, but y'all continue to keep me in prayer, that my faith continues to stay strong. And like I said, when part 2 gets here, I will definitely come back up here and let y'all know how he did it, how he provided. And then when part 3 comes, because there will be part 3, I will tell you how the conference went and why he apparently wanted me to be there so badly. But share this video, because you don't know who this is going to bless. You don't know how this is going to help increase somebody else's faith and everything. Like I said, y'all literally walking this journey with me, so we can be crazy together and everything. But God bless.